Good morning, Daffodil. How are you today?
Who the hell are you? You don't have tits. You don't have to. I was very concise with the label. I wanted 2 Brazilian midgets. And you, what are you, Samoan? Well, who are you?
I'm the interviewer from Rolling Stone magazine.
Oh, well, that's just great. A bunch of pussies.
Yeah, we contacted you last week regarding doing a cover shot for the 25th anniversary of Gacy and the Love Machine.
Gacy and Love Machine. It's a quite great, good band. I like it.
You were in it.
Okay, well, you want to, well, so let's just get this interview going. Let's make some magic, make some love.
Okay. How did you start out in the record business?
How did I? It was in the early '70s. It was about 30 years ago.
30 years ago. How did you start out in the record company 30 years ago?
Well, I would say it was 1978, so I'd say it was about 32 years ago.
Okay. Now, what was your first band that you started?
My first band was called Marlon Brando Takes a Dump, and we were trying to experiment with techno pop in the '70s, and I guess the band was horrible.
So you guys were a little bit ahead of your time then, back then.
Oh yeah, we discovered cocaine.
Discovered cocaine.
Yeah, it's everywhere, man. It's excellent. Or yeah.
But once Marlon Brando Takes a Shit, once they broke up, where did you go from there?
I did various projects on really underground stuff, and that's when I met my band members and was created Gacy and the Love Machine, as in John Wayne Gacy and his love for machines.
When did you finally make it big?
When did I finally make it big? It's when we created the song. It was about '82, and we were doing a lot of breakthrough shit then, and we wrote the song called "What the Hell Is Herpes," and it really caught on.
You have an extensive catalog of music.
Of course I do. I'm fucking Daffodil. The only Daffodil. Like a flower. It's a symbology here. It's like a flower. Dry, raunchy sex. Beautiful. Beautiful.
70s all the way through to the early 2000s. What is your favorite album that you've done?
My favorite album? Let's see, we have about 9 studio releases. That's so hard to pick from. I think my favorite album would have to be I couldn't even say it. They're all so good. What were they?
It shows your first EP that you made was John Wayne Fucks a Pig, which...
John Wayne Fucks a Pig! Oh, it was there, man. It was sick. Oh my god. You should have seen the bastard squeal. We made him $50, he wouldn't, but he did.
When after you made it big, what kind of bands did you tour with throughout your extensive touring?
We broke it off real good with Pink Floyd, filling out the studios, the concert halls every night. We were doing all these shows with Pink Floyd, and it went well until David Gilmour found me quite distasteful. It was this time we were backstage, I had gone and taken a shot of tequila out of a prostitute's asshole, and he's kind of a prude, man.
Okay. What happened after the Pink Floyd tour fell apart?
After the Pink Floyd, well, that's when I did a few shows with David Bowie, and oh my god, David Bowie was packing heat up. We would serenade each other in the moonlight, and Mick Jagger was so jealous. He told me I would not amount to anything in the music world. He said that to Daffodil. What is this Mick Jagger? I commenced to pee in his booth for about a week straight in that tour, and he never knew. Oh. It was excellent.
Soon as the 70s wore off and you moved into the 80s, you had to reinvent yourself. How did you do this?
Well, in the 80s, we basically completely removed any technicality from our percussion section, and that's when we discovered cocaine.
Was in the 80s?
Yeah.
You discovered cocaine in the 80s?
This when cocaine was discovered. I remember, I was there.
Who did you discover this with?
Oh, it was my good friend, Rick James. I remember one time we were so blitzed. We had pretended to go to the zoo, and we were feeding 8 balls to the giraffes. It was excellent. They went on to a full giraffe fuck fest. Right?
Alright,
Ever seen a giraffe, or ever seen a giraffe's dick? It's as big as you!
Mr. Daffodil, how were the 90s for you?
That's when I discovered I had hepatitis. And then that's when I really discovered Jack Daniels. What year is it now?
It's 2010.
Well, there you go.
What do you think your lowest moment in your career is?
We were doing a show with a Twisted Sister. It was packed. I wasn't really feeling that. And before the show, of course, I had the prostitutes together, and I was drinking tequila out of their assholes. And this escort called Shaniqua had defecated in my mouth, and this was about 30 seconds before gig time, and I had puked on my fence. I'll never forget that day.
What was your best moment
My best moment
in rock and roll history?
My best moment in rock and roll history. Yeah, that's a good one. It was in the early days. It was about 1977, and I was working with some of my friends. First band, this is when we discovered cocaine.
How is it now? How is it nowadays dealing with?
How is it now? Right now? How is it? I told you in the beginning of this interview, Brazilian midgets. You're not Brazilian. You have no tits.
So, since it's kind of turned into a new age, I show here that you've been trying to reinvent yourself.
Oh, right. I've been trying to reinvent my sound. I'm getting into the rock music. I'm trying to get down right with the clicks and whistles. So that's what I've been doing now. I got some really breakthrough shots. You can't see it though. It's how we release it. So I can play you a song now.
Well, a few more questions and we'll have you play a song.
All right.
What does music mean to you?
What does music mean to me? Music really, it's a very spiritual thing. Music is a beat that you can fuck to, and that's what it's all. It's what the heart is, the soul.
And what do you think of music nowadays?
What do I think of music? It's all these goddamn hissy little bands talking about how sad they are. Boo-hoo! Whatever happened to phone? It's like no one has ever heard of a rim job before.
Alright, I think all of your fans are waiting out there. Why don't you play us a tune?
Alright. Girl, I know you're. I can smell the stink from here. Vomit on your